what's the delay on this bad boy? Okay. It's like a 30 to 40-second delay, I feel like. Okay. So I know that. Um Oh my God. Carl, what are you doing awake? I'm over here just testing things. Why are y'all awake? Wait, stop it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I just got out of the shower. I literally I got home from work. I ate my Popeye's chicken and I went to sleep for hours. Okay, so the mic is doing the thing. I'm seeing how it looks in the new spot. Um you oh my God, you get up at 4:30 for teaching? No. F them kids. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Good morning, Robert. How are you? I'm literally just over here. Like, look how red my eyes are because I just woke up. I woke up. I've been awake for a couple hours now. Like, I just ate my Popeye's chicken and just played Royal Match, and then I went to sleep for 4 hours. I was so tired. My route's very large, but my skin is skinning. I shouldn't say that. That sounds terrible. Um, I'm sorry, Cara. I'm like, ooh, ouch. Okay. So I did get oh, there we go. Okay. So the chat does work. I'm feeling okay. That's a confidence booster. Because I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep using StreamYard or if I'm going to switch to using OBS for all of my streaming needs. So I'm trying to see how it looks this way, but there is a longer delay, I think. It's still too early here to even though but Robert, you are a night owl. You're like, oh my God, it's 12:30 p.m. I can't. Who gets up at this time? Um Listen, if I could actually, good morning, Appalachian Allegory. How are you? Oh my gosh. Like, so I think, okay, I kind of think I like this. Listen, I have a plan. I've been saving up some little coins here and there because I'm trying to get a new camera. And I'm hoping that for Black Friday I can get said camera. So at the very least, I'm excited that my creepy cute stream starting. It doesn't matter which profile I'm in to use that. I might be right back screen, I think. And my end screen. So that's good. Listen. Oh, did y'all find if y'all don't know, because I think I talked about it in Patreon member chat. But if y'all haven't been able to see or listen to really the last episode of the Double Cleanse podcast, y'all, that happened. I was like, oh no, what? Now I have them all saved up, so I'm just gonna be able to listen to all of them. I'm using OBS. So if you stream, here's the thing. The issue that I have with StreamYard, I really like StreamYard because it does it's very good for having multiple people on a stream. If I want to stream and have guests or whatnot, that's the best one so far that I have found that I like to use because it's very easy for the other person to use it. They don't have to, learn a bunch of stuff and they just click the link and they show up. So I still love it for that. But for if you're streaming solo, OBS I think is one of the better. It's free to use. You can get overlays or create your own overlays, and it's pretty simple. It's a very simple, easy, once you get the hang of it, and then you can use Stream Elements to build all of your stuff or whatever program you want to use to build your different overlays. So, you know, yay, you're uploading it from, okay, that's so cool. I'm so glad you're doing that. Okay, good. Because listen, I just recently got into audiobooks and like like I've been saying this for a while that the issues going on with YouTube right now is more that people want to listen than they want to watch. So, OBS does reset your mic. It does. Like basically every time you restart your computer or it restarts itself cuz it did whatever updates it says are needed, it will reset like a lot of like the mic and your audio. It will reset both, and you have to always remember to go in and fix it because otherwise, like I've done this so many times on Twitch streams where I'm just like I'm just chatting away and everyone's like, we can't hear you, and I'm like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. Please don't laugh at me. But I wanted to see because I really like this one better. Although you won't be able to see chat on this, but I'm going to show you um, what my chat looks like on, what are the words I'm looking for? Twitch. So when I'm playing a game on Twitch, it looks, oh no, hold on. Or when I'm chatting on Twitch, it looks like this. And like the chat won't come up here because it's not connected, but it looks like this when I'm chatting on Twitch. And like I have my little booty spider down there just shaking his little bop 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 beat a bop beep bop. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. So like, but it's super easy. I feel like this is very easy to use. Morning, toxic woman. How is your toxicity today? Yeah, so that, okay, you would think that I didn't do that. I literally bought that. Etsy is like the overlay, like all the things that you could ever need. But that's really weird that it did that. I'm gonna have to fix that because I don't know how I did that. Like I'm looking at this like, how did it completely switch from what I had it as? Anyways, I'll fix it. But I bought it and they like just tell you, they like give you the code and stuff to put in. You just copy and paste. And like, it was rock and roll Jesus at that point. I was like, you can't mess with me now. So it's all like really, really easy and I like it a lot. I think it's because that's why. All right. I figured it out. And then also like when I'm doing like when I'm showing YouTube or something, it'll look like that. And so like my YouTube screen will be there, like whatever I have there. So it's like it's really cool. And this is what I like about it, is easy to switch from screen to screen. So the chat pop is like amazeball. Pollyanna, how are you? Oh my gosh, why are all y'all awake? Like it's giving me panics. Like it's giving me stress. Okay, now let me see how I messed this up. Because I know. Okay, so I fixed that. Let me edit that because I know I had to have done something funky for it to be doing all this mess. Okay. I must have hit in the wrong one. Okay. So let me do this right quick. Control. Hit okay. And everything should be hunky-dory now. Okay. There we go. It's giving me motivation to get up and get moving. Getting on the Peloton. Oh my God. Okay, when y'all work out, explain to me. Explain to me how this starts. I need an explanation. So you get up and you think to yourself, I'm willingly Sorry. I'm willingly going to work out. Like that, is that what happens in your brain? You're like, I'm going to do this on purpose? Because that is not how like when I wake up, it, okay, first, I take the dog, I take Bo downstairs and I coax him into going outside so that he can do his business. I stare while unhealthily smoking a cigarette at my phone and read stupid things that have happened in the beauty community or look at TikTok. I get up with enough time to have a whole cup of coffee and then get ready. So what you're telling me is you're like, I'm gonna get on the Peloton. If I had a Peloton, I wouldn't get on it. I would literally hang my laundry on it. I would be like, yay, this is a very expensive hanger. Yeah, I don't like when I wake up, like I don't want any, but like I let me, they do yell and it's a lot in the morning. Yeah, I can't, like if you're yelling at me in the morning, because like my boss will like, I think my postmaster is kind of afraid of me, which is, it is what it is. But like every time he comes over to talk to me, he always seems like nervous. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna eat you, I don't think. I've just been sitting and sometimes I'm hanging things on it. It's been sitting. Listen, I cannot gym. And it's not just because my job is like, somewhat physical, and that's why, is it this arm? Like, welcome to the gun show, baby. Bam, bam. But like, no, it's because I can't. Every time like I think I'm gonna work out, like one time I got all this stuff so that I could start running. Okay. Y'all, I ran like one day. I got up. I was like, this is the day. I put on all my running gear, my special like shorts, my snazzy running shoes. I ran one day for like 20 minutes, if that. And I was like, well, we won't be doing that again. That was horrible. I was like, why do people do this? On purpose every day. I lost my spirit. I was like, no, I can't. Why? Like, listen, I will, obviously, if someone's chasing me, depending on my mental state that day, depends on whether or not I'm going to run. But like, running is dreadful. I'm sorry. There's no planet where I'm like, no, this is cool. Like, no, I'm like, this is awful. Yeah, like if I'm running to food, listen. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Let me pop this. I can never get it to go in here though. The chat. That's okay. I can leave it here. I was like, why am I looking at my phone? I know. See, and all these little like Pollyanna, you have the little kitty cat. That's so exciting. I will run to close the gap between me and French fries, period. Like as soon as you say food, like I hate that they say that all the time about tourists. They'll be like, tourist loves food. And I'm like, no, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah. So I'm like saving up for a camera that makes me look amazeballs all the time. And right now I'm like, oh, you can see all, like, I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, look at all the yellow and the red and the peach in my skin. And I have on my NASA. So we're gonna just like be living our I hate running. No thanks. Running is terrible. And everybody that I keep saying this, I'm like, I've never seen anybody running who like looks happy that they're doing it. Like they all look like this. They're all like They all have that look on their face like, why am I doing this? See, thank you. Thank you. I listen, I hate it. I hate every time they're like, tourist loves a good nap and food. And I'm like, no, we don't. And I'm like saying it while I'm like eating and like curled up in a blanket. Like I started this test live by being like, oh yeah, by the way, I ate Popeye's chicken. Legitimately, like went to sleep 30 minutes later, woke up 4 hours later, and now I'm here. Because again, I'm like, if I wanted to, I'm Black Friday. I'm probably getting a new. I think my mom wants to get. What are those things called? Modems. Modems. So we're getting that. Running is so melodramatic. It's like, why is it? Like it says something about running that we talk about Tom Cruise's run very specifically. You know what I mean? And like the Naruto run. Like yes, we see you. Wow, very fast. I cannot. Good morning, Nicole. I'm just like making some. This will not stay up, but I was just like making some determinations on keeping like doing my lives through here instead. My eyes are still so red. Naruto running is exempt. You know what, y'all? I like, so just a side note, Tom Cruise has such a like big career. He's also starting to look weird, but he has such a big career, but he is starting to look weird. Like my intrusive thought is like Tom Cruise looks weird and I can't like let it go. So I'm trying to talk about like his movie career and I can't just do it. But he's starting to look weird. But he has like when you really like look at the like decades of work and like the majority of it is good, except for like Ronin 6'9" or whatever that movie was. Please don't be mad. Like Ronin. Ronin, whatever that movie is. You know what I'm talking about? He was in a movie. Any movie where he was like, I'm a samurai. And I was like, you're a white man. What? What's going on? It's like he did that. And then Jared Leto did the, that one movie where he's in the Yakuza, I feel like. And that one is, I actually like that one. I hate that Jared Leto is such a creep because like his movies are actually good. Like not all of them, but some of them. It went downhill after Cocktail. No. Wait, okay, so I'm hoping to film it today. Excuse me. I'm hoping to film it today, but I'm doing a little series on my other channel. I may just make a channel that is for this, and it's going to be called Nostalgia. Okay. Trademark. Where I literally talk about movies, like movies from when I was young, right? And like the first movie I'm doing is Backdraft. It is going to be fun. Where literally I just go like, were these movies good? Because let me tell you something. Nicole, Cocktail was terrible. Like I remember when I went back and watched it and I was like, oh. Like my spirit left my body for a second. Cause it was just like, what is happening? I had such fond memories of this movie. And now when I watch it, it's like, what's going on? Jared Leto isn't real. He can't hurt you. I love that. Like he's like the boogeyman. Like you're telling your kids like, shh, Jared Leto isn't real. He can't hurt you. But yeah, so I really like Vanilla Sky, but no one liked that movie. That's okay. Listen, Pollyanna, have you rewatched it? Because I did. And I remember that movie so fondly. I was like, that's the movie that taught me about fire, y'all. That's how I learned things. Hi, Maria. And I listen. I was shocked. I'll tell you that much. I was shocked because I was just like, okay. But yeah, I'm calling it nostalgia. Because it's just interesting to like go back and watch, because some movies you watch and they're like still good. By the way, the AC is on here because it was like 82. Nicole, remember Legend? Legend is still one of my all-time favorite movies. Does it make sense? Not exactly. Not at all. Do I love it? Yes. It doesn't make it. Tim Curry's in it. He is the devil. He is glorious. And, you know, listen, listen, so here's the thing. Today it's like, it was 82. Outside it's currently, I don't know. So it was 83 today, or yesterday, I guess. Today it's going to be almost 90 degrees. But then Wednesday, it's going to be 83. Thursday, it's going to be rainy and 62. But I'm off on Saturday, y'all. I'm off on Saturday. Tom Cruise and his hair are two people in Legend, period. Yes. And I feel like her name was like Mia Sarah. She was like the first, like, brown haired, like they always do this thing with brown haired girls in movies, like brown haired white ladies, where they're like ethereal and soft. Like blonde hair is always like severe evil. I know it's gonna make y'all mad, but listen, blonde hair is always like severe and evil, and brown hair is soft and beautiful. Look at Snow White and the Huntsman, which actually I feel like people only disliked it because of what's her face, who is actually not a terrible actress. She was just a terrible actress in Twilight. And actually, she wasn't a terrible actress in Twilight, if you really actually think about it. Kristen Stewart. Because if you've read those books, which I did, I'm not ashamed. I have no shame. Okay? Um, she acted exactly like Bella Swan was written. Like, oh, you know, that whole like, whoa. Okay, yeah. I don't listen. I'm not gonna. I cannot rewatch Land Before Time. Is like I can't rewatch that. That is a heartbreaking ass movie. It's just I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I will cry. I can't do it. Even like I feel like I saw it again, maybe like 7 years ago, somewhere in that, and I was like, no, this is terrible. Yeah, Jennifer Connelly in Labyrinth, Betty versus Veronica. Hell yeah. They always do that. Like the blonde, like, because even if you watch Love is Blind, they keep doing that. The blonde girl's always like, just wild. So here's the thing. If you don't know that it's like based off of Mormon stuff, it's fine. Like, because here's the thing about paranormal romance, that like I think it's cute, whatever, we can like talk mad shit about Twilight all day, right? But if you look at paranormal romance as a genre, the entire point is like it is romantic in a paranormal romance. Like, first of all, this is fake, it's fiction. And in like we all love it in like paranormal romance and in fiction when like the man is like super possessive and is like, I'm gonna keep you to myself, no one can touch you ever. And like it's very sexy, you know? Like reverse harem, like sexy. All right, we're into it there. IRL, no. So I think sometimes when we dissect media, we dissect it in a way of like looking at it from our stance of like real life. And sometimes we just don't really consider that like I'm not reading it for reality. Like I didn't read Twilight because I wanted a story about a well-adjusted boy falling in love with a well-adjusted girl, and they have perfectly set boundaries with one another, and they communicate super well, and there's no one else that could possibly be in love with them. Like, we want the drama, and they brought the drama. I still think Jacob was better than Edward. Sorry. Not because he wasn't a vampire, but because, like, yeah, it's patriarchy, capitalism, monogamy, bootstraps. It's no different than Disney, period. Because look, there is a reason that there is an entire genre of like the billionaire bad boy, the billionaire this, the billionaire that. Because we love that shit. We eat it up. Do you know how many stories I've read about the girl who was like, and he was like, I got money. And she was like, I don't care about your money, you rich asshole. You know what I mean? She's like, I don't even like you, or your money. And he's like, a woman who doesn't like my money. I'm intrigued. And then they fall in love, and it's like, or she doesn't know who he is. There's also like the whole genre of like, oh my God, he's a celebrity or a prince, and she doesn't know. And they hook it up, one night, and like, it's either a hotel or a random bathroom. It doesn't matter. But the point is, they hook it up, and then she's like, oh my God, I have a baby. And it's either she shows up, or he sees her when she's pregnant and thinks that she's coming for money, and she's like, no, bitch. Or it's like 5 to 7 years later, like not too long. It's usually like, we're going to say 3 to 5, because like the kid has to be like really like a kid, because otherwise it's like they're too. And then he's just like, is that my child? So it's always like, listen, these romances exist for a reason, and we love it. Like, we all know that in real life, if some man you had barely just met grabbed you by the throat and like was like pushing you up against a wall and was like, you think you can touch me? You'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna get murdered. But in a romance novel, you're like, oh my God, he's so sexy. I'm sorry I'm making your brain work so early. Call me Big Daddy when you bag that ass up. We love it. Like, and there's like a very specific reason that when women are in relationships with men, most of the time they do not tell them about their fantasies, because men don't understand boundaries. I wish I was kidding. But anyways, like in a romance novel, when he like whips her around and drags her places, he just picks her up like a sack of potatoes and throws her over his shoulder, and we're like, yes. But in real life, we'd be like, first of all, if you can lift me up, maybe I would melt a little bit, because I'm a tall, heavy bitch. So I always think it's funny, because like I'm like 150, 155 pounds, something like that. But like people just don't, it's because I'm small around, like I'm a relatively small person, but they don't take into account like my height. And so they're like, what are you, like a $110? I'm like, that doesn't make sense. If in real life, if he picks me up, I'm going to bite him. I think I would just like go limp like a possum. I really want to emit a death smell. Like, Leia, I love you, Han Solo. I know. Then it goes frozen. 100%. Like, really. That's what it is. Our lives are very much like, no, like fantasy, this is very sexy and we love it. But like in real life, no, don't do any of these things. Don't like don't do any of it. So, okay. So I feel like this is gonna be like a nice little, I think I am gonna do it because I think it looks really good. And y'all, I got these Jen sent me these lashes. I'm gonna try to get this edited sometime this week, y'all, for patrons and channel members. But Jen sent me these lashes from Paige Christie's brand, Dramatique Boutique, and I don't have them in here right now. They're so big. I've never worn lashes that big in my life. When I put the pictures up for you on Instagram, like I've never listen. Listen, I'm 5'5" and weigh like 93 pounds. The bite is my only defense. I finished. I would understand that. I do understand that. You're a little person. You're just a little guy. I'm sorry. I'm going now. You're just a little guy. But yeah, like you gotta also, if you can make this high pitched noise in your throat into their ear, you can probably, like if you can, that was probably unnecessary for all of y'all. And I'm so sorry. But yeah, if you can make that weird, like high pitched, like a very high pitched. A long hobbit. All right, so I feel like this looks good, and I do like I like. Okay, you can. What's funny, speaking of labyrinth, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I don't know which way I have to turn this to make it happen. You can't, but that photo, if you look back there, that is an autographed, like autographed of poster of Labyrinth. So like I clobber them with a Shakespeare anthology, Death by Sonnet. Listen, I feel very confident in my ability to not get kidnapped, because I just think that you don't want to kidnap somebody who's just like, okay, are you ready to hear my anthology? Are you ready to hear like it's a dissertation at this point, You ready to hear my dissertation on how Red Pill really got started? Because I'm going to have to take you all the way back to Joe Millionaire, okay? And just that alone might take me 3 hours to get through. And they're just going to be like, I'm dropping you back off at your house. I didn't ask for any of this. I put tape on your mouth and you still just like talk through it. I can't. I cannot deal with it. I think I have time to get one more set of braids before the holidays, so we'll see. We shall see. Oh my god, it's 4:19 a.m. Y'all, why am I awake? I think I should go play games. I think I should go play some more Dead Island. I am nice and chunky. Ain't no one lifted me into a van. Rebecca, you underestimate a man's wherewithal to steal a woman. Just saying. Just think. I'm just ready to yeah, like listen. That's really like, if in my lifetime I can trace Red Pill back directly to Joe Millionaire. And I hate the time change. I want to set it on fire. I saw a really good TikTok about it from this person who, I don't know why, like they're very weird. They're like, they have a pleasing look to their face that I just find attractive. But they're like going through okay, so we lost an hour. So that means at this time, it's really this time. And it looks like, yeah, you have to like get your stuff together, Rebecca. You have to have like something, we all have something annoying, because like mine is definitely like Would you like me to go through Criminal Minds season by season and explain to you how Garcia was robbed in the show? And I'm very mad about that. And also, why did we do that to Reed? Reed was also robbed as a character, very annoying. Then they made the new one, and it's got everything that's bad and very few that's good. And I don't like that either. So, like, everyone else talked about their extra hour of sleep. I had an extra hour of work. I didn't get an extra hour of sleep. I have a dog. Dogs don't understand time. Everybody who has a dog and a cat, they don't give a shit about time. They're like, and you're like, no, it's not time for you to eat. They're like, it is. And you're like, no, it's not. I feel like this is supposedly supposed to be the last one. That's what I've been told. But I was told that the last time it was the last one. I was wrong. So that's what I keep saying. Time is fake. It's like, it's totally made up. If they can just manipulate like this, then I'm never late to anything. Thank you. Every time somebody's like, you're late, I'm like, no, I'm not. Time is fake. And then if they want to get mad about it, I'll be like, okay, if time is real, then how come we can just manipulate it however we want to? Exactly. So then I'm on time. Have a good day. I just fed my cats. They usually eat at 6:30. Listen. Good morning. Ooh, I should make some coffee now that I'm thinking about it. I wasn't expecting to sit here like this long, so I'm just doing like a random chill ass, like, we're just chilling. Because now, see, if I like it this way, yeah, I think we're not going to spring forward. I think that is the case. I think we're not going to spring forward. And now that I'm liking this, I can actually put together overlays para aquí, which will be nice. Like, although I do like the pop chat and like it just kind of sitting like this, I do kind of like that. But I also like the background. Because I have this one and I have like another kitty cat one, like, I haven't really caught a live since you moved. Hope you're all settled. Listen, about that. I'm getting there. But I'm working. I love the house. I love living in the house. I love, doing all that. But when you read how daylight savings time came to be, you realize how bullshit the whole thing is. Yeah. Oh, like, I don't know. You're not gonna. That's why I keep saying anytime somebody tells me I'm late like now, I'm like, no. I'm not late. Time is fake. I'm on time all the time. Listen, I don't know the answers. We're supposed to not spring forward, and we are supposed to be just like this forever. I don't know if you have to learn how to change the clock in your car. But it shouldn't be hard depending on what year model it is. Because I just have to go in and click like daylight savings or not daylight savings. I'm like, that was a lot of clicky clicks. So now, because I will have this one, and then what I'll also have is the other one that I will use. Well, you know what? Let me just try. Let me see what this will look like. The chat won't work on this one, but I'm just seeing. If it will show up properly. Let me see. I'm testing one more thing. Okay, I'm just clicking because Jen won't mind if I click her video because Jen is a little love bug. Okay, so now let me go like that. I'm gonna go like that. And I just want y'all to tell me if you can see and hear this. Okay. Because she's just being a little love bug. Okay, hold on. No, don't act like that. No, you can hear nothing. Wait, you can. No. Wait. Hold on. I have to hold Hold on. Hold on. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. What sound do we want to use that? Do we want to use that?
With me, I'd be the only one.
There we go.
And half of it would go bad. so we're having some juice today because I watched
Can you
T-Spell's
hear?
video on James Charles
I'm like,
and
can you hear?
his TikTok that he did with Lipstick Nick.
Holy shit.
And it was like, I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised.
Do you hear
You know,
now?
and I was like, you know what? Last time we did a React video, we did it to Jacqueline's video about how she didn't care about you.
It is echoing,
I literally
right?
was like, if you had any thought that Jacqueline cared about you, this should now negate all of that.
I feel like there's two
And
here.
I feel
Hold
like
on.
This is James's moment. So I thought we would react live to
She's echoing.
T-Spill's video about James Charles's TikTok because
So then let me see if it's this video or if it's the sound. Hold on. We will use the basement yard right quick. Which I'm sure they...
First of all, I'd be on the ground being like, just let me go, dude. Just let me...
It is echoing. I wonder why. Hold on. Let me figure out why it's echoing. Because I feel like it's because there's two. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we did that. All right, now let me go over here. Properties. Okay, that's good. Why is it echoing is the question. What is that? Okay, I know what that is. Okay.
I'm like, no! I'm like, please stop!
I don't know why it's echoey.
Who the fuck was talking to my sister? Right?
It's very interesting. I'm gonna have to fuss around with this. But it does have an echo and I can't figure out why. I wonder, okay, let me...
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then my friend's like, I was. Right? He's like, I was talking to your sister. What? Like just screaming. And I'm like, God.
Okay. She never echoes.
Hi everyone. I'm sorry.
Whoa. I'm just like moving to something and seeing.
Facebook Marketplace, and Jairus somehow sold a lot of couches. How did Jairus find this many couches to be able to sell on Facebook Marketplace?
I can't figure it out today. I can't figure it out today, but I will figure it out. But the good news is it actually looks good and it's not like skipping like it used to. All right. So at least I know that it works. I just got to figure out why it's echoing. And once we know that, we will know grace. Not me being like, once we know this, we will know that. Okay. All right. So I've done all the things that I needed to do. Everything looks wavy gravy. I think I'm going to have some coffee and go to sleep. I'm going to have coffee. I'm going to go back to bed. And that sounds good. I think a Scottish accent does fix all issues. Like, I think it does. But I think I've gotten a lot of these things to work, so I just got to figure out why it's echoing. And I'm wondering if I have to like double check. It's hard to check it while I'm on here. because I have to make sure I don't have two audios going, because I do that by accident often when I'm doing stuff. So the fancy light show, I use it for Twitch a lot, but it also like gives background light. So yeah, I think I'm gonna coffee, bed, and I'm gonna start writing my dirty smut romance about the Scots. It's gonna be a Scottish lad and a Scottish lass, and then me. So anyways, I'll see y'all later. That's wild. Bye.